I call Esther McVey.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker.
You would think that somebody like Tory MP Esther McVey would understand Labour's stance on cutting the winter fuel allowance, especially when, as Minister for Disabled People, she attracted much needed scrutiny for the Tories' disgusting act of cutting back disability benefits and making it harder for people to keep them.
Who would have thought a Prime Minister, not even in office for 10 weeks, would be so out of touch with the public? Yet here we are. And yes, this Prime Minister is, along with the Chancellor and the whole of his Cabinet, who are going along with and supporting this cruel policy.
What happens to people who lose their payments?
When they lose their payments, we have decided, it has been decided under the assessment, that they no longer need that extra money that would be there for people to help with. So what are they supposed to do?
Just go without?
The Chancellor should be under no illusion that the public knows this decision to rob millions of pensioners of their winter fuel allowance, for which the government has no mandate, has nothing to do with economics and everything to do with cynical political calculation.
No, because this money you get, whether you're in work or out of work, and it is there to cover the extra costs of your disability.
Exactly.
So if you've now been decided that actually this extra money, you don't need it anymore, then it won't. It'll be going to other people.
This all sounds quite familiar.
Well, that's
if it has been decided that you don't need it, then what are you supposed to do to pay for those things that you're currently using DLA to pay for?
What is worse, Madam Deputy Speaker, that this Labour government is so out of touch so early on in their government, the unnecessary haste this change is being brought in, the lack of scrutiny of this policy, or the breathtaking hypocrisy Labour is showing.
You're going to be reassessing people with degenerative illnesses, aren't you? What's the point of that?
Well, actually, some people, although there will be a paper assessment in that case, they won't be having a face-to-face assessment, because if we can actually diagnose individuals through the historical data and the medical data, then we will be able to come to the same thing.
What about people with multiple sclerosis?
The same thing.
Will they have face-to-face interviews or not?
Well, if you can analyse whether they will need the benefit through their medical data and the historical data, no.
Why does anybody with MS need a face-to-face interview? They're not going to get better, are they?
At the moment, as your reporter had already said, 50% of people have no corroborating medical evidence. They filled in a claim form, and what we're doing now is ensuring that the money we continue to spend, which is, as I said, going up, will go to those people who need it the most.
Click here for wishy-washy BBC boss trying to get £200,000 back from Hugh Edwards.